Today we are taking a look at two fixed blades from Microtech. I think these models have been out for a long time. Me personally, I got these just a few weeks ago, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ago. But I did have some previous experience with the fixed blades from Microtech, owning a Arbiter 104.1, I think the model is called, the one without any serrations at all. You do seem to be very hot bolt. Come here, boy. There we go, and some for me. So, back to the blades. This being the SOCOM Alpha, the regular version. This being, of course, the SOCOM Alpha Mini. They both come with this Kydex sheath, which is, in my opinion, very well made. The securing or belt system looks like this. You pull this one up or down, I think, like that. Press it in, open up, and now you can attach it to your belt or to whatever it is you want to attach it to. Then you just press it in and secure it like that. You know, it fits really well. It's a good fit. Comes out the way I want it to. And here we have the actual blade. I know that the setting that I'm in with the sun and shade and everything here is not the best maybe, but hopefully you can get a feel of what this blade looks like. It's got quite, you know, a specific design to it. Taking a look at it, the specs and stuff here. First off, there are lots of different variations of this one and of the Mini. They come in different steels, they come in different coatings, also in different handle materials, and some with serrations, some with other tip options, etc. But this is the regular, somewhat regular stonewash finish version. I think this one was made in 2020, and that means that the steel used is CTS 204P, which is sort of equal to M390 and I guess CPM 20CV. The overall length of this Alpha is 10.8 inches with a blade length of 5.4 inches. The cutting edge, of course, being a bit less, since there is this small choil-like thing going on here. The weight of the knife is, I put it on my scales at home, and it was 7.9 ounces. And the blade thickness or spine thickness is 0.160 inches. And as you can see here, there is a sort of a finger groove going on here on each respective side, and there's also jimping all around the handle. And this jimping is not sharp or, you know, ultra rough or anything. I suspected that this blade would not be, you know, the most comfortable blade to use. But it is actually not that bad. There are some rather sharp spots here on the finger groove, but that can be sanded down should you want to, or if you use gloves, that's not going to be an issue, I reckon. But to me, it is surprisingly comfortable given what it looks like. Let's see if you can see some of the grind lines and stuff here in greater detail. Let's see, there we go. You can see it's got a very stout tip. Not sure how well that can actually be seen. This is just going to be an overview video, not a review or anything. I just want to to show, you know, what this knife looks like, and go over the specs before putting it to any real life use. Let's see. Hey, how are you liking that stick bolt? So, back to the Mini. So we got the same steel on this one, since it was also made in 2020, CTS 204P. I mean, this is an, you know, it's just a smaller version of the SOCOM Alpha. It really is that easy. But the specs are, of course, a bit different. The overall length of the SOCOM Alpha Mini is 8.15 inches. The blade length is 3.8 inches, and the cutting length is, due to this thing here, the choil here, I'd say the cutting length is about 3.5 inches. The weight of this one is 6.45 ounces. And the blade thickness, did I mention it? I don't think I did. It is the same blade thickness as on the regular Alpha here, which means it's 0.160 inches. Same notch, you know, sharp or rough, super rough jimping here, but some, actually not quite as sharp as on the regular one, but I think it can vary from knife to knife, but sort of sharp edges going on here, not super bad. So between these two knives, I actually prefer the Mini, and much like the Brigger Brother, this one is also available in, you know, different blade coatings, blade steels, tip variations, with serrations, without serrations, etc. I think the only other handle materials for these two are actually carbon fiber handles, and those are exclusive, I think, to the signature editions, which are currently sold out, I believe, but I'm sure they will be back in stock. Because this blade I really want in the signature edition, and I would also like it with the other more Tanto-like tip option. Let's see if we can do some random comparison here. You can see the difference in handle length and blade length. I also forgot to mention, but it's quite obvious that there is a bit of a ramp going on here. But that is, I mean, pretty self-explanatory in my humble opinion. Stonewash finish on this one as well. If I have forgotten to mention it, I wear size 10 in gloves. I usually wear gloves when I use my knives, but today is super hot, so that ain't gonna happen. But I have, you know, zero issues fitting this knife handle with a full 4-finger grip, and then some over here in my hands. Like this one quite a lot. And I mean, if you take a look at the regular, then you will see how much extra handle there is actually. What kept me from you know, getting this one to begin with was the actual handle design, because I thought that these knives could never really be, you know, comfortable holding in hand, but they are surprisingly comfortable. I mean, it's really hard to believe and understand. If I just do some tiny sanding here, it's gonna be very comfortable. Also small lanyard hole on both of these. Forgot to mention it. So that is, I think that's it for the for this overview video. I'm gonna put them to the test now, but I do not doubt for a second they will hold up. I mean, this is a great steel, a fantastic steel, and Microtech has done some amazing work earlier that I've seen. There are, I believe, a few reviews, or at least 1 or 2 reviews on YouTube, showing these knives doing some hard and tough tasks. So, but it might have been another steel. But regardless, I will do my own testing to see how well they hold up. You see something? Yeah. I guess I could also mention that I got a SOCOM Elite folder, but I'm not gonna, you know, go over it in any way now with specs or and stuff like that. But I do have it with me. Guess we could take a look and maybe compare it a bit to these. Let's see if we can get some shade here. With this one being the SOCOM regular, SOCOM Alpha regular, the Mini, and then we have. I've never opened this one with my left hand. Maybe that's not really an issue, but maybe it is. So here is my SOCOM Elite. These come in a wide variety of handle colors, blade finishes, blade designs, automatic or, you know, with the thumb studs, or yeah, it's too many different variations to even begin with. But like I said, this is not going to be a review of this this SOCOM Elite. I just wanted this for, you know, like size reference. Maybe I should put it somewhere, you know, in like the middle of these. So, I mean, this gives you a decent idea of size. You want some more water? I don't have a lot left, but there is some left. You can have it. Oops, sorry. I think we're actually out of water now. Well, I'm gonna start heading home anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. What do you say, you wanna head home? Yeah, let's head home.